One of my projects is Shrinky Dinky. It's plastic shrink. It's on there already, so we're gonna see what we can do. It's my first time trying it, and the first time using this marker, and first time using draw and cut at the same time. Wish me luck. So I tried using the Cricut pen, and I don't know if it's gonna stay on. Like, some parts look like it's thicker, but I don't know. And now it's gonna cut. And I wanted to see if it'll cut. I just saw a video that says it's not gonna cut it, but we'll find out. These are the markers I'm gonna use to try to draw on it. It has a fine point and a thicker point, but it's not the same size as this. So when it sticks out, it's like really tiny when the other one sticks out like that much. So I know there's a hack where you put a rubber piece in there or something, or you can buy another adapter from a third party, and then it'll allow you to put pens and markers that are not this size. So we'll see. I kept adjusting the sizing, but it turns out it was lower than it needed to be, so the tops got cut off and it cut part of my mat. Shit, but whatever. Alright, so it did cut through. I know that much. As you can see. I didn't think of this, but since this is thicker than vinyl and everything, and it's a hard plastic, just be careful as you're pulling it, because it'll rip. So I'm just gonna make sure when I get towards the edges, I want to make sure that it's really cut, so that way when I pull, it doesn't mess up the other part somehow. And also what I did find out is if you push on it too much, it'll leave a line. So I don't know if that'll stay there after you paint it or whatever, and after you heat it up. We'll find out. Alright, so it does smudge if you touch it, as you can see right there. I touched it. So yes, it does cut the Shrinky Dinks or plastic shrink. But the thing is, you gotta be careful when you're pulling it, because if you do pull it too aggressively, even though it's perforated, it will cut part of it. I'm wondering if that'll like melt once I heat it up. And I'm gonna try and paint it. Try and draw. I'm using the paper so I can see. Also, instead of using a really strong mat, you should use a lighter mat, or like less sticky mat, so that way it's easier to pull off and probably won't rip things up. Little tip, permanent marker, but it does go on darker, way darker, but it does wipe. But I'm gonna leave that on longer and then see if it dried, will it stay better. And then when I color this, I'm gonna heat it up without wiping it and see how it looks. I was afraid that this marker's tip was gonna be so fat that I need to get it thin. It took forever to paint that crap. Like I put at 400, that it was wrong, because like in less than 30 seconds, it started carving like a little ball. And I flipped it and I started playing around with it. It's supposed to be 325, guys. It's actually 1 to 3 minutes. I was watching another video at the same time, so I bugged out. Making sure it's flat. Alright. So, only thing, I don't know if my little keychain or whatever would fit in there. It looks like it's all cracked in the video, or in this, or it looks like it's painted. But wow. The backside looks whatever. But look at the, come on. What do you think about that? Disregard, I'm remodeling, shut up. I'm not mad at it. It's my first one ever. I'm gonna see if I can put on a keychain. Alright, so I got a really, really tiny hole. You should probably get a little O-ring that would connect to the bigger ring. But I'm going to try to shove this in there. And also use it as a taste test of how strong it is. Because I was afraid to even put any pressure, but I'm squeezing it. Alright guys, it's 6 o'clock. I didn't even go to sleep. So maybe that's why I made some errors and it took way longer than it should have. And yeah, way longer than it should have. But this is my first one. Like, I'm stoked.
like from this to this.